And we should mention that you'll be posting right up on the Trade Act.
Absolutely.
On our website,
right,
so that people can actually get the details later.
Well, I'm very excited about that aspect of the website, to be able to, to profile some of these initiatives that we're involved in and that are actually very crucial to our future.
Yeah, I'm going to change the subject for a second, because we were talking the other night over dinner about Morales, the president of Uruguay,
right. Yes.
and about the conference that he's planning in the next month or two, and that you're hoping to attend. You want to just give me a little bit of background about that conference and the purpose of it?
Surely. As you'll be well aware, because you were you were in Copenhagen and I wasn't, but the results weren't as positive as sometimes it's painted in the media. And so Evo Morales, as an indigenous leader in South America, who is very linked to the land and the environment, and a different concept of economics that comes out of that background, and with that respect for nature and so on. He decided that we still need to keep that discourse going, that story, and so he has called a conference mid-April, 19th to 25th, for government leaders, for civil society, NGOs to come and meet and be part of a process which actually will start January 31st online, where people will be communicating around particular issues. The one I'm interested in is the structural changes, and then there's one on the environmental indigenous concept, as well as some very specifics about what we need to do in terms of the climate change agenda, linking back to Copenhagen. So this, I think, is quite significant, because it allows us to come and talk about this whole concern that we have for the environment within a framework which is a very respectable one. We have to respect the indigenous perspective, and it is a very systemic one. It looks at all the interconnections, and there's a tendency not to do that when we go back to industrial mechanistic kinds of models and ways of thinking. So I think this conference could be very significant to keeping an important dialogue on the horizon, so to speak.
Do you think that the divide between developed and developing countries is actually growing rather than closing?
Well, it looks that way, doesn't it? And the mechanisms for adaptation and mitigation don't seem to be very well prescribed yet, and perhaps that may be better defined from this conference in actually Cochabamba, Bolivia, the Morales conference. Yeah.
Well, and we also should mention that if you do manage to get there, you're going to take a video camera, and you'll be giving us reports back to the website.
Absolutely.
So, and in the meantime, you'll have a write-up on your section on the website.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just learning more about this myself as it becomes evident that I'm going.